Hello and welcome to season 5 of Chillax.
This season is about the Canadian invasion, Mayhem. You let them know. You let these people know who the Thursday champ is. Because I'm looking at the belt history and it's outdated. What is that? I'm looking at the chat.
I'm sorry.
My name ain't in yellow. My name ain't in yellow.
I'm
What is
sorry.
going on?
I thought Grid was the champ.
Grid? No, Grid ain't the champ. You know what Grid's got? He's got 2 trolls with the same name. And you know how confused they got? They got super confused, okay? You don't name trolls with the same name. You don't do that. Because the Canadian cage divers, they're going to dance around them. They're going to take the ball away from you. Not once, not twice, 30 times, Mayhem. It was 3-0. He couldn't even get a touchdown on me. Change my name to yellow right now.
I'll do it.
Update.
I'm literally doing it right now. I'm so sorry, champ. I'm so sorry. I'm all nervous now. I'm all like skittery and shit.
Yeah.
So,
and while we're at it, where's Magic? Where is he? Is he at a pub crying into his beers? Because he ain't no champ. He's not even the #1 contender.
has he ever won a championship in this league?
I don't know. I'm looking at the history, and I do see his name on it. You're still, according to this history, he's still the 2nd champ.
Oh shit.
What?
Yeah.
What? Update these things, Mayhem. This is so disrespectful.
I'm so panicked right now.
3-0.
I'm trying to remember, like, it's Yates. I was searching Canadian Convoy under the rules.
Honk, honk. Yo.
Okay, it's
Don't
sorted.
make me storm your capital to get things sorted.
It's sorted. Okay. Well, there we go. That's our Thursday night champion, guys. Yeah, I was completely blown away by that. So I just need a second to compose myself. What were we even doing?
It's season 5, the Canadian invasion.
Oh,
It's coming.
Yeah, sorry.
What do we got?
Season 5.
14 teams?
No, everyone was really good, and they signed up on time. Apart from Iron Sirius, who decided to spend time with his family instead of making his team proper body, which is disgusting, really, when you think about it.
Long term, that's such the wrong decision to make.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like he's going to regret it as well. I feel like he's going to look back and be like, why did I spend time with my family? Now, so what we'll do, we're just going to press start competition now. With 13 of the 14 teams in, it will do the weekly allocation, and then we can just switch out the AI team for Iron's team when he decides to bother to set up his Necro. I assume it's Necro, I've not checked, but I assume he's got Necro because he doesn't play anything else.
Yeah, that was the cool thing about this season was the race choices. I thought was pretty interesting.
Oh, not enough teams, so I have to add an AI. Yeah, I have to add an AI. Then I have to get a schedule. You see what you've done, Iron? You see what you've done. Okay. Start competition. It's rolling.
Uh-oh. Who's got the convoy first?
I'm seeing...
Is it me and you? Who's the no minnow chorfs? Who is that? That's tough.
Yeah, there's some matchups for sure. So one of the things that I always find difficult in the first couple of weeks is working out who the fuck's who. So we've got the Afflicted Tunnelers versus Skanks and Hoes. So let's look at those. The Afflicted. There we go. This is some top quality content. Oh, so it's the AI. So this will be Necro, so we don't have to look at them. And versus Skanks and Hoes. I'm assuming this is Crespo. Yeah, it is. Skinks and Hoes. Is it Skinks? Oh, sorry, misread it. Okay, so Crespo, I think he made playoffs. He made playoffs last season. The playoffs are still live at the moment. I think they're at the semi-phase, which is pretty good because from speaking to his missus, I didn't know Magic could get a semi anymore. So congrats to him for getting there. He's gone for I would say the standard build for Lizard. He's gone Crocs. He's gone a shitload of Saurus, a few Skinks,
And you went.
a couple of
He went with orange. Went with the orange jersey color.
Ah, see, that's the level of detail that we never normally go into. But yes, he has gone for orange Lizards. Lizards v Necro, game 1. I can tell you right now, Iron doesn't really tend to get ghouls. He tends to. I think he goes like quite greedy. I think he only takes like 2 rerolls. I think he tries to spam 2 wolves out.
Mhm.
What are your thoughts here on the matchup?
Well, the other guy was late to the thing, so I
Yeah.
feel like he's gonna have a slow start to the season.
Yeah.
I do like the orange color scheme.
Yeah.
I do like the big guy. I'm gonna have to give the edge to the orange afflicted tunnelers.
Okay. So the afflicted tunnelers are the AI ones. So I'm assuming you mean skinks and hoes. I'm sorry to correct the
Oh,
chant there, but yeah.
oh, the skinks and hoes. Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So
I'm sorry.
one thing I should have told you before you made that pick is that you and Ian very much play in the same spirit. Like, if there's a 0.4% chance of something happening, there's a chance of it happening, and he'll go for that play 9 times out of 10. So, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have to go skinks and hoes purely because I think. I feel harsh, but I just feel like the strength that the lizards are going to have game one, I think it's going to cause the Necro trouble. And I think just how aggressively Iron plays, if he doesn't get the dice he needs, he's going to have loads of turnovers early on. So, actually, no.
That almost
I'm
makes
going
me
to
wanna
change.
my
I'm going to
choice.
change. I'm going to go with the
Oh.
Necro. I'm going with Necro, and I'm going 1-0 to the Necro. Yeah, I think so. So, game 2, Innuendo in your end zone versus the DC Bretts. So let's have a look at this. So the Innuendo, who are these guys? Oh my god. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? There we go. So these are Crazy. It's Crazy Balls, really good coach. And he's gone
they
for
went
also
orange, too.
orange. Yeah, wow. Okay.
Awkward.
Yeah, definitely. And he's gone for 4 blitzers, thrower, tunnel lineman, double catcher, 3 reels, and he's got an apotho as well.
Ooh.
I think going and he's got 30k spare. Like, how cheap are human teams? That's ridiculous. That is absolutely insane that he could get that for.
Well, so what happens? You don't go with the ogre. You don't go with the big guy. You got a lot of money.
Yeah, but why would you not want the big guys?
Yeah, as long as you don't name them the same name, they should produce. And then, I think he had a team motto. What's his team motto?
Oh, I never read these.
No
No sniggering.
Okay, that's a good motto.
Yeah, we should all have team mottos, by the way. We should need to get that in there.
I always put one in there.
Nice. And so who was he playing again? He was playing the DC Bretts. I think this is
Oh, this is a good color scheme.
Hall. Okay. This is a very interesting looking team. I love the fact that someone has taken something like Brett's because you don't really see them that often. And you've got to think league-wise, this is probably going to run, 3 months? So, May, June, July, August. This is probably... We're probably going to get 2 seasons in before Blood Bowl 3, I think. Unless it gets delayed again. So this is probably the last opportunity, because obviously with this league, probably should have said at the start, we're doing 2 seasons, and then you have to swap your team out. So this is probably like a last hurrah for the Bretts if they can get anything done. I mean, the coach that's piloting them is pretty good. Done really well this season and done well in other leagues as well. So I don't think the coaching issue is going to be a problem. Gone for 4 of the blitzes, and they are, just for people that aren't sure, block, catch, and dauntless. They are pretty sweet. They've got little candles on the helmets as well. Pretty cool. Very nice. Yeah, 4 blockers, which don't have block. They've got wrestle.
Oh man.
And then, 3 linos, all with fend, which is really irritating for a lot of teams to deal with as well.
Yeah, it's amazing against. You put them on the line and then they only get 1 hit.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to. It's like you have to pop them, otherwise they just they stop your momentum. But unless you want them just standing up and just corralling.
Only
you a
got
bit.
2 rerolls though. No apothecary.
So, yeah, no Apotho. I'd say Apotho, like, before game 1 is pretty rare. I normally don't take one unless I've got something really, really, really fragile. But even then, it's probably not worth the Apotho. But yeah, no, it's a nice roster. Very good coach. Crazy as well, I should point out, is a really, really good coach. Like, I this is the second league that I've had that Crazy's played in. He's pretty much played with me since I've started running leagues, especially on Blood Bowl 2, and he's always in playoffs or, you know, a point away from them consistently for the past 2 years. So he's not a bad coach either. That being said, just because we don't see them a lot, I'm going to say 2-1 to the Bretonians.
I'm gonna go the opposite.
Okay.
I like how he put a team motto.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be no snickering in the bag.
Yep. Yeah. Everyone on
And
focus.
he's got that extra reroll. His team's gonna survive. I'm gonna go with 2-1 innuendo.
Yeah. I don't think that's crazy at all. But no, it's good. So next up we've got the Tin Town Rats, the second edition, I guess, versus Wolfsburg United. Now, the Tin Town Rats, they had a very good first season, and their second season they just got absolutely obliterated. So I'm hoping they don't go down the same path and that they have like a nice couple of seasons. But let's go and have a look. So the Rats, Gridbug. Gridbug as well is also the Guinness Book of World Records holder for most Blood Bowl games played in a month period. So congratulations on that as well. And from what I'm hearing, the former Thursday Night Champion as well, after he scummed a victory off me. You know,
that was a big match.
That was a big match. I was emotionally invested, and then I was emotionally hurt at the end of that. But no, he's a really, really good coach, and he knows how to play Skaven. He's one of the guys I just bumped into randomly in the CCL. It seemed like a nice dude, and we ended up getting him here in the league. So yeah, so he's gone for 2 Storm Vermin, 3 Gutter Runners, and bench, and an Apothecary, and team rerolls. So he's gearing up for a long season. You can tell he's not just followed like a cookie cutter. This is a Skaven build. This is what you take into the CCL kind of thing. This is from like 600 games experience with Skaven now. He's gone for something a little bit different. I like it. A lot of hype. I like it. No Rat Ogre, which I don't like, but yeah. And he's playing the Wolfsburg United. Who are these? I like the name. Yeah, very cool. Battlehawk and his Necro.
Yellow. Okay. No team motto.
No team motto.
That's minus 1 point.
We've got a lot of like yellows and oranges and stuff, haven't we? This season. I didn't take note of the Skaven uniform actually, but anyway, we've got 2 werewolves, 2 flesh golems, 2 whites, a bunch of zombies. This is the build that I think Iron's gone as well. To be honest, I think he's going to go for both his wolves first. Only 2 rerolls. What are your thoughts?
It doesn't last long. 2 rerolls doesn't last long.
Yeah, no real ball handler, and he's obviously going to put it on a wolf, but no short hands or anything like that. You've got to think there's the danger of, you know, a lot of early pressure from the Skaven, especially like if there's a blitz or something like that. He'll get swamped in his backfield and find himself like 1 down pretty early on in the game. Let's go look at the Skaven uniform. I took no attention to it. Here it is. That's fine. Okay, cool. Not actually seen anyone use that. That's cool.
Look at that. Malt pass miscreants?
Yeah.
Malt paste miscreants?
That's it.
Wow. That's a rally cry if I've ever heard it.
Yeah. I'm going to let you do the pick on this one. What are you thinking?
I like the motto, even though I don't fully understand it. I do like the extra reroll. The Apothecary allows him to be a little bit more aggressive.
Yeah.
Even though I just smashed him in the Thor's Day. I think he's mentally tough enough to come back from that. I'm gonna have to go with Grid and his Tin Town Rats. And I'm gonna say, I think it's 2-0.
Okay, yeah, bold pick there. I'm gonna say 1-1 draw. Battlehawk is probably the most improved player that I've come across. Again, another guy that I bumped into in the CCL and we kind of brought into the leagues. And he was just playing Dwarves. And over the past couple of years, I've seen him sort of branch out and start picking up new teams. Excited to see what he can do with Necro. He did really, really well with Orcs last season. So yeah, I think that's going to be a really, really good game. Next up, we've got No Minor Chorfs versus the Convoy. Let's check out the Chorfs first.
Yeah, let's see them.
There we go. This is Sam's team.
Red.
Okay. 2 rerolls and a pocket fairy. Wow, starting with an Apopo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blockers, 2 bull centaurs, and 3 hobgoblins. Oh.
Gox. Okay. Bob, Dave, Jim, Peter, Luke, Fred, Derek.
So it's gone. He's gone for everyone. He's gone for everyone up front, bar the minor. That's going to be a pretty tough first matchup for the Convoy.
Yeah, 2 rerolls though. 2 rerolls.
Yeah, he's got so much block though. It's not like he needs the rerolls. Where is your
Convoy's
team?
number 1, top left.
Top left.
As
Sorry.
I should be. Honk honk.
Honk honk. Yeah, cool uniform as well. I like that one. That's pretty nice.
Red, white, and black.
Before we even jump onto the next page, I've noticed 2 assassins.
Twin assassins. The twin assassins. They're gonna freaking hurt some people. Look at that color.
Honk and Beat. Obviously worked out the color coding for that. Yes, I remember now the time I waited 40 minutes for you to create a team. Oh my god, I was so angry. So you've got 2 rerolls, 1 Blitzer, 1 Witch Elf, 2 Assassins, and unfortunately this is probably one of the matchups where the Assassins won't be as good unless you can unless you can get them on the Hobgoblins, which are AV7, then they might be quite useful. This is potentially quite difficult. But you do have a team motto. I don't think he did. Oh no.
OFC, huh?
Yeah, of course. I think
If it compares to Hong Kong.
they both make about as much sense as each other. I'm gonna let you call that one, champ. What do you think?
I'm betting on myself every time. Every time. And against these guys, despite the high AV, I think the twin assassins are gonna come out murdering.
Nice.
Murdering. And I'm gonna say it is 2-1.
Okay.
For the Convoy.
I think Sam's gonna play ultra aggressive in this one, especially the fact that he's got an Apotho. I think 2 rerolls is enough with Chorfs, especially if he's on defense first and he can look to peel away. I'm going to be conservative on this, but I'm going to say a 4-0 victory for the No Minor Chorfs.
4-0. You're gonna be so disappointed.
Yeah, no, I'm sticking with that 4-0 for the.
All right.
Right, next up we've got the great.
Anything other than a 4-0.
Yeah.
And you lose. You lose.
The great.
No minnow.
The Great Schism versus Funny Hair Inc. So let's have a look at the Great Schism, just so I don't have to say it any more times. I think I'm saying it right, probably not. Don't feel like you have to correct me as well, guys. So let's leave it there. So they've gone for the black uniform. I think that looks
Nice.
pretty swanky.
That is kind of slick. Black and gold.
No motto.
No motto.
No motto.
Minus 1 point.
Yeah, minus 1 point there. Again, the same build as Crespo, which I think is probably the safe build for them. Nice to see Avenged playing something that's not a kill team. So yeah, we'll see how he gets on here. And they're playing the Funny Hair, which I think is Lefe's team. I could be wrong.
They better have some funny hair.
Funny Hair, Owen Union. Okay, well they come out, yeah. I'd
They
agree
do
with
have
that.
funny hair.
Yeah, it's got
Yeah.
very very 80s vibe.
Yeah.
And he's gone
Boris
for
Johnson, Donald Trump. Yeah, they both have funny hair. Billy Ray Cyrus. Yeah.
2 blitzers, 2 catchers, a thrower, a bunch of linemen. He's still got 50k left, which I assume he meant to spend on an Apotho, but perhaps he was waiting to see what team he sort of went into first. Or I
Oh,
guess
that's
the other
interesting.
option he's got is he could spend it on a re-roll as well. Which is it depends, right? If he's genuinely saving that money and not spending it, that's fine. If he's held it back to see what his opponent is, that's a little bit naughty, left A. But we'll let you off. Um, yeah, Boris Johnson and Donald Trump.
I
the
love this
versus.
team out of the box. I love this team out of the box.
Yeah, yeah. I think the starting skills, obviously, those 2 blitzers are the best thing on the field in that game by a country mile. So if he can bang through a couple of the skinks, it could make things really, really difficult for Avenged. And they're both really, really good coaches as well. I'm going to back Left A on this one. I think he knows how to play these like tactical teams. Like this isn't a team where you can just base up and hope you win. You need to really, really think about your positioning. And I know he plays a lot of humans that play kind of in the same way, a little bit more forgiving, but I think the Edge 4 is going to unlock some additional sort of playmaking that he's maybe not used to having through playing humans, which I think is going to do really well for him. So I'm actually going to say 2-1 to Left A on that one.
Okay. 2-1. Yeah, it's really hard to stop those guys. The big guy though, he does have. Does he have apprehensive tail?
Yes, apprehensive tail.
Or apprehensive.
Prehensile.
Apprehensive.
He's got an apprehensive tail. The only other
Something's
thing
going
is,
on with that tail.
the other,
Something's going on.
are these the catchers with nerves of steel? They are.
Yeah,
as
so
well.
it doesn't even matter if they're tagged. They can catch it. They can run it in. I'm gonna have to go with those guys as well.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it
2-1.
feels a bit
2-1.
harsh,
I
right?
want to see the pressure. I want to see them guy comes out with mad pressure. Yeah, it does. If they get a skink in a box, though, I don't think they have what it takes to get it out of there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 2-2.
Okay.
2-2.
Nice. Yeah, probably fair. Next up, we've got Bouncing Boo Boo versus Chillaxed Umans. So.
Ew.
Oh my god, big floor. Oh my god. This is the guy, right?
Wow.
When we did team shirts, not team shirts, when we did league shirts, this guy straight up said, when I was like, what numbers do you guys want on this? Knowing that he's going to wear this shirt out in public, without a hint of hesitation, said 69. So you've got to respect him.
Bold.
And now, not only has he terrorised the league for 2 full seasons with Ogres, and I think he's made playoffs at least 1 time, possibly 2, he's now decided to go Kislev, which are dog shit. And he's probably going to do really well with them because he's a really good coach. I played him probably 6 months ago now. I was dwarfs, he was goblins, and he battered me. And I was like, what the actual fuck? Yeah, really, really good coach. Really nice guy. Balls of steel. Let's look at the build. He's gone for 1, 2, 3 blitzers to start with.
Yeah,
1,
no bear.
2 catches. Yeah, the bear's shit. I keep telling you it's shit. Don't take the bear.
I like it.
And then a bunch of linos, and then he's gone for 3 rerolls as well. Yeah.
Ooh, is that going to be enough? Oh, man, I always find that 3 is just. It's kind of like having 2. You blow through it so quick with these guys.
It's like having 2, but then there's 1 more.
Yeah.
But he plays these, or I assume he's going to play these a little bit different to you. You play them very, very aggressive. I'm wondering if he'll have a more patient approach to them. I don't think he'll be making 8 dodges in a turn. He'll probably be doing 2, so he probably won't need as many rerolls as you burn through. But saying that, I don't play Kislev, so that might be the only way to play them. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so the Mountain Boo Boos, and who were they against? The Umans, weren't they?
Ew.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, look at that color scheme.
Yeah, it's gone pure white.
No team motto. No team motto.
It actually just says enter the team motto, which I
Is
wonder
that
if
his team motto?
has he typed that in. Has he typed that in? He's possibly typed that in. Feels like a magic thing.
Type a guy whose password is password.
He was probably busy trying to explain to you while Hail Mary pass and diving catch isn't a good combo.
Yeah, it wasn't settled. That conversation wasn't settled. He has to do some number crunching.
I feel
Probably
like
doing it at the pub right now.
Yeah. His missus is like, come on, Magic. Let's go and join the rest. He's like, no, I have to let them know they're wrong.
Sometimes the scatter cancels themselves out, honey.
Oh god, he's just not even thinking. Anyway.
4 blitzers is really good.
Yeah. I think too many catches.
2 rerolls.
Yeah.
No bench. Again, I find the big weakness with these guys is the 2 strength catchers. Like
Yeah.
they get picked on so much.
Yeah, they've got dodge to help them, right? So early on they should be okay, but if they get to a position where they get kind of tagged in a little bit, he's not gonna win. Like, even though he's got block on his 4 blitzers against a really strong team or a team that's designed to bash, like an Orcs or a Necro or something like that, he's not going to win that fight. I think a Necro matchup for this team is actually really horrible, but Magic is probably the best, if not second best coach in the league, so I don't doubt that he can play these very well.
Yeah.
And I think having this matchup round 1 is actually really exciting because, yeah, both of them, 2 top. We've got like 5 best coaches in the league, so like having these two guys play out the box, game 1, fresh teams, weird teams. Well, Kislev. Is actually really exciting. I hope this one gets streamed. I might try this season and stream some of the games that I'm not playing, just so we've got some like archive footage or whatever. But yeah, I'll let you take because I've jumped in on a couple of these now, so I'll let you take a pick first. What do you want to go for?
The thing is, I've played Magic like recently a lot because I've had Kislev trying to figure them out in the Thursday League.
Yeah.
And then, so he's got some experience with them. And then what's interesting is I have personally given up on the blitzers
Oh,
for
really?
Kislev. Yeah, I just find that they play a factor defensively, but offensively with the jump up and diving tackle, that they're basically just super expensive linemen. And so I do hope it's streamed too. I would like to see this guy go. Because Magic doesn't have a motto, I'm giving him -1 point,
Yeah.
which is the deciding factor in this. I'm going to go Kislev 2-1.
Okay. I'm so excited, A, to see both of these guys play each other, B, both of them play it round 1, and C, Magic not playing Necro. That I'm actually not going to make a prediction. I'm gonna give up any potential points. No, I don't. I don't have to do shit.
You auto lose. You're gonna auto lose.
That's it.
Auto
I
lose.
am just gonna sit. I'm
Thank
gonna
you for the point.
enjoy that one. Well, I mean, you have to get it right, don't you? But I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna pour out probably a triple shot of rum, maybe have some kind of nice sandwich or something like that, and I'm just gonna sit, eat, and I'm just gonna basically spend the whole game pointing out coaching mistakes that I would probably make myself, and just have a really good time. So yeah, I'm not making a prediction there. I'm just gonna watch it and enjoy it.
I also think that it's gonna take. I'm gonna make a prediction. 4 games until we see how this guy plays Kislev. So he's got a 4-game advantage
Okay. Yeah, I
on
think
trying
that's fair.
to know what he's gonna do.
Okay, yeah, no, I think
So-
that's totally fair. A totally fair point to make there. And that brings us to our final game. Now, as we've been going through this, I've been ticking off, like, in my head, right, this coach is playing this coach is playing this, and I'm like, who am I playing? And it's fucking Miggy.
Uh-oh. And not just Miggy. He's got his
Miggy.
harem with him. He's got his harem.
I am so nervous because I know what Miggy's playing, I know what I'm playing, I know Miggy's playstyle is not a playstyle you want to bump into game one of the way I'm approaching this is a 2-league season. I'm not going to count my first 13 games. I'm just going to try and build my team up and try and have a bit of fun. But man, if you have to play Mamiglin for your first game, that is a scary thought. He's got an Amazon.
Ooh, nice color.
He's got an Apotho. He's got 3 rerolls. He's got 4 blitzers, and he's got 12 players. His entire
Start
team.
with Blodge.
Yeah.
Wow.
For me, based on my team, which we'll have a look at in a second, his entire team counts as being Blodge because I can't pick the both downs because I have no block. So I will be getting 1 knockdown every 2 to 3 turns against him. He will be knocking me down every other block on average. Something like that. I'm not magic. I don't really do the maths. I just hear people throw them out on the stream and I go, yeah, I'll grab that. Hope I
Math
use
is
it in the
fake
right.
science.
I hope I use it in the right context. Has he put a motto in? Miggy is
Miggy was forever.
And I think he's named them.
Yeah. He's good like that. A lot of fun.
Right. So has he named
3
them
rerolls,
after
1 apothecary.
Bond?
Yeah, it's all the ladies. It's all the ladies.
Or has he named them after porno people?
I'm thinking it's all women from the Bond.
Yeah, so I would think that, but then I know what a massive
This one lady, Tracy.
pervert.
Tracy thinks she's married James Bond and took his name.
Yeah, I feel like these are probably. I'm not going to search any of those names because I don't think there's been anyone called Vesper Lind in James Bond.
I'm not familiar enough with this series.
I'm not googling any of those, Miggy. You dirty, dirty dog. Yeah, Miggy's got his own style, right? And he doesn't necessarily play for the 2-1 grind, but he does play to put your team in the ground. And I think Amazon is a really good team for him to do that, because obviously he's got cheap players. He can do a lot of cheap fouls. I'm going to have to be very, very careful here in my game 1. Let's take a look at the Mad Cow Marauders. Oh no, it just says
No
enter
motto.
the team motto.
Oh, this is cheating. This is cheating. Just be moo.
Yeah, yeah, moo. Right, yes, this is my team. I have gone for 2 rerolls, no apothecary. Kenny Omega as my Minotaur. We have got
Good.
Brian
What
Cage,
color did you go with?
Danhausen, and Sting for my Chaos Warriors.
He's like 60 now, isn't he?
He's still jumping off ladders into tables. We have Adam Cole, Matt and Nick Jackson, Darby Allin, Powerhouse Hobbs, Samoa Joe, and Penta as the Beastmen. This is a really, really tough game out the box. I was very close to doing the 3 reroll 4 warrior build because I think that's the optimal way to start chaos. Like if you just if you're like a CCL player or something like that, I think it's like the most steady start. But I just like having the Minotaur. I think he adds something a bit extra that even with this steady start with Chaos, it takes a long time to skill them up. So having a big strong piece with Frenzy and Mighty Blow, I think it can help you win games. Obviously, there will be 2 or 3 games this season I lose because the Minotaur either rolls a 1 on a blitz, or he double skulls like when he's hitting someone. I've kind of accepted that in my head mentally before we've started, but I need to make sure, because I know for a full fact if that Minotaur hits the floor, Miggy will. If there was an option, he would put the ball down and run an extra player over to foul it. So I'm going to have to be quite smart in how I engage Miggy with the Minotaur. Put him in a situation where he is going to be making 2 dice uphills and just hope he fails them. And I've got to be really cautious about like turn ordering and just the basics with this team, and not get too frustrated if I roll a double skull on my first block of the game. I need to just make sure I'm in a position where if I roll that double skull against him, it's not like just left an entire flank completely open. So that's how I need to approach it. I've been trying to put as much practice in with Chaos as I can. If I get super lucky and get block on the ball, then he'll be a great piece. But otherwise, he's there to cause some pain. If he dies, he dies. But if I keep him around and he does good, that'll be sweet. I'm going to call my prediction on this. I'm actually going to say Miggy's going to win. I'm going to say 1-0. I think with 2 rerolls and no starting skills, I think Amazon's is probably one of the worst matchups I could have out of the box. I might get super lucky and I might get a ton of casualty SPP, but it's pretty unlikely, isn't it? Unless, there's a world where my Minotaur levels up after the first game, as long as I'm hitting it like 3 dice blocks with him over and over again. But there's also a world where I get absolutely stomped out and gang fouled and absolutely destroyed, and me and Miggy fall out for a week. So I'm love you really, mate. I'm gonna say 1-0 to Miggy on this one.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna try and win, but I'm just trying to be realistic about the team power levels for this TV.
Yeah, and I'm really excited because Miggy, I've played against his Amazons, and he absolutely knows how to play them.
Yeah.
And I like the way that he plays them. It's always a fun match.
Yeah. He bases.
I think Samoa Joe is going to let you down.
Samoa Joe? Who's Samoa? He's just a beastman, right?
Yeah. You're gonna try and pick the ball up with Samoa Joe, and he's gonna let you down.
That's what he does. Is he gonna leave and go to a different football team?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. For lesser money.
Yeah, but so did Adam Cole.
Drama sesh. Miggy, he just came off a season where he didn't win any games.
Yeah.
I know in real life he's got a freshly painted shed, and it's looking great. I think, and you inspired me with your pick in my matchup, so I'm gonna go conservative, just like you, and say 4-0 for the Migs.
Wow. Okay.
And I like his motto.
It's good to know that you didn't take my pick personally.
Never. It's just business.
Just business.
It's just business.
Yeah.
And I think Miggy comes out 4-0 right out of the gate. You lose your minnow. Your team's wrecked. Like you're gonna have like a 4-week rebuild to your team.
I mean that could happen. There is a real possibility that could happen game 1. It'd be rough, but I knew
8 AV. He's got a target. He does have a target.
Yeah,
I think Miggy's harem is just gonna.
Part of me.
Absolutely gang foul.
Part of me really nearly did go with a Minotaur Beastman only list, because you can do a Minotaur, 10 Beastmen, 3 rerolls and an Apotho. I very nearly did that game 1, and to be honest, might not have been that bad in this matchup, but we'll see. But he's got bench as well, so even if I do get like a lucky Kaz, bear in mind I'm not going to be knocking him down that frequently. Even if I do get a lucky Kaz, he's still going to outnumber me. I can't
Yeah.
imagine outbashing him this early on.
But your minnow has frenzy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got frenzy.
So you're
So I'll be
you're gonna
putting
get
like
two
six.
tries.
It
Yeah.
depends though, because if I roll push, double, both down, I don't. Oh no, actually, so I've been testing against the AI. I know lame, but I'm just trying to get back into like putting myself in horrible positions and trying to think my way out of them. So in some ways, the AI is quite good for that because you can just base them up and then work out how you sort of play your turn out. But yeah, I've been spending a lot of thought on how to use the Minotaur properly, and not just send him charging in turn one and getting him isolated. I find using him as a linebacker is a much better way than having him like running deep into the enemy's field. But the amount of triple skulls or skull double bird downs that I've rolled with him on a 3 dice split, it's quite tragic actually. But yeah, no. So yeah, that is the roundup. I'm gonna take this moment while we're here. I'm gonna kick out the AI team. So I'm gonna expel those guys, and then we will invite Iron's team in tomorrow, and then he'll link up. We'll start officially. I mean, if you're super keen and you want to start playing games now, by all means. But yeah, looking forward to it. We've got some really cool stuff coming up over the next couple of weeks. So we are launching the league website. People that played in Death on the Pitch. We're gonna bringing back some form of website like that. If it's popular, we might go down the route of getting a swanky logo and some league shirts set up, but really depends on what your guys' sort of appetite for stuff like that is. I like it, but might not be everyone's cup of tea. And also we really want to start pushing this Thursday night. There's a couple of regulars, but yeah, it is like 3 or 4 of us that are playing on a Thursday night. It's really good
It's
fun.
so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. And I just love how you get a guaranteed 1 game in, and you can do wild, crazy, any build, any race.
Yeah, it's been fun for testing stuff. And if you're not sure if you like a particular build, or let's say you want to work out, well, one thing that I'm going to be testing on Thursday nights is having a Chaos Warrior as a ball carrier, because I'm going to get to play a lot of games over a short period of time, and I can almost use that as like a sample size for my season and work out, is it worth. Magic says no, but I think if you can get a Blodge strength 4 ball carrier, because they're edge 3 as well, so it's not like they're poor agility like the Noble Warriors. I think that would be a nightmare. I think that would be a nightmare to deal with. So yeah, Thursday nights are a thing. League is starting up. Obviously, we're in the semi-finals for the previous season, and that's going to be concluded, I'd say, probably this week. So good luck to everyone who's still in that. That's all from me. I'm going to hand over to the champ. Have you got anything else you want to say, or are we done here?
No, we are done here. The challenge has been laid. Thursdays for if you really got what it takes.
Actually,
there's a reason.
I'm going to cut in. I'm sorry. Like, this is the most polite cut-in ever, right?
What?
The champ's done a call-out. I think it's time for me to do a call-out. I'm calling out Iron Sirius for a number 1 contenders match this Thursday. To see who plays the champion next week. 8 o'clock Thursday night. Be there or be late. Yeah.
Don't be late. Nobody likes tardy people.
And just confirmed as well, the title match for this week, is that you and Magic, or were you going to give Gridbug a chance to win the title back?
Yo, what I want to see happen is I want to see Gridbug and his same named trolls go up against Magic's human and see what's better.
Okay,
Math
so
or same named trolls.
Math or same
named trolls. And then whoever
trolls.
wins that, whoever gets that can have a shot. And then whoever wins out of you and your thing can get a shot the following week.
Okay.
So we got basically our card. We got the undercard, which is going to be the trolls, and then the mid card will be your challenge, and then the main event is the champion putting on a freaking show.
Okay, let's see.
There's going to be a lot of pyro. There's going going to be pyro. There's going to be a pop from the crowd, and there's going to be a 45-minute entrance.
Before fucking hell. I'll have a chat. Let's have a chat with the guys involved, and we'll see. Because if we could plan out like a card for this, where we like run the games back to back on, and we'll do it on a single stream and put it up for the rest of the league, that might be quite interesting to see. But
That'd
yeah,
be hilarious.
we're gonna try and do these shows every week. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send over the files to Magic and Yates as well. So if I'm not available 1 week, I'm quite busy with work, and these guys will have the tools they need to sort of record the show as well. So we'll try and get some kind of continuity built in there. Yeah, sometimes it's going to be me and Yates, other times it will be Magic and Yates, or me and Magic, and if possible we're going to start trying to get all three of us on and just turn this thing into an absolute jumbled mess. And what I would also like to do, I was having to think about this, I would like every week, Yates, for you to bring something, and we're going to call it the out of the box challenge. And what I'd like you to do is every week come up with an out of the box play style. It could be a team build, it could be skill usage that Magic won't agree with mathematically but could work.
Okay. And he has to tell me why it's not going to work.
Yeah.
And it's going to be so out of the box with a philosophy behind why I've built it this way, and then he can tell me why mathematically it's impossible to win a game with this.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Okay.
that'd be great. Cool. Well,
Bring it.
thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you to Champ for the co-host tonight. Really appreciate it. And yeah, good luck everyone with the season, and I hope I don't rage quit out. See ya.
So excited. I'm so excited.